Lionel Ferret is accused of being a clunge monkey and smelling faintly of cheese.
Oh, scandalous.
Okay, how do I
Hit
give
the buttons.
him his... What buttons?
Hit the buttons on the table.
Well, that just puts the witness on the stand.
No. You should see like red and blue. So hit the red button.
And the witness goes on the stand. Why is the witness on the stand then?
Oh, hit shift. Change them.
Shift.
Shift scroll.
Oh, allow a lawyer to present evidence.
There you go. Here we go.
Please explain your evidence.
The evidence suggests that the cheese was purchased on the dark web. As opposed to a spider web.
Hang on, Your Honour. He's preventing another one.
One card at a time. One card at a time. That'll be your next turn. Do you have anything to add to that accusation? Anything to add?
It wasn't an accusation, it was evidence.
Okay, evidence of what?
Being a clunge monkey.
Well,
cheese.
Here, your defense.
May I present just the one, Your Honour?
Yes, just on the first one. Forget the second one. That'll be a second go.
Okay. So you've presented a dark web purchase on the dark web. Well, I'll present to you salary cut, which shows he had no money left to live. How could he make a purchase on the dark web?
Interesting. Interesting. Anything else to add?
Well, that's about it. He's had his salary cut. He's on the breadline.
So you've presented already. Order never delivered. Would you like to explain that second piece of evidence that you put up? Don't put a third one up. Explain the second one.
I'm trying to get out of this.
Hit tab.
Right click.
Oh.
There we go. We're good.
What was the evidence?
That the order was never delivered.
Well, it was a dark web purchase, so it was clearly fraudulent.
I see. So your evidence that he smells faintly of cheese that was purchased on the dark web but was never delivered. Interesting. Anything
That's
else
why it's
to
only
add?
a faint smell, Your Honour.
Right.
Okay.
Would you like to refute that defense?
So the order was never delivered. Well, it was.
I'm not sure you need a card to refute that. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
It's like, he ordered a thing, it didn't deliver. So how does he smell of it?
Oh god. I mean, I don't have any evidence that goes against that, but
You see? Irrefutable!
he has some worn-out duct tapes, Your Honour, that he has not replaced because of his lack of income. I'm just compounding my first bit of evidence, considering the prosecution hasn't brought any other evidence.
What?
Paper airplane.
How do I call a witness?
Open up your tab, I think.
Oh. I call a witness.
So that's your witness. Hang on. There you go. You may question your witness.
Do it again, Your Honour.
She's in the witness stand.
No, they were in the witness stand.
Oh, they're here in the witness stand next to
The witness stand there is in the middle with the microphone.
So what's that then?
That's the cook chair.
That's the court reporter, isn't it?
I've got reporters over there. Put it back in the
They always
box.
sit next to the...
Usually. Ow. Put it back in the box. There you go. Now she's holding up the thing.
Stand.
Right, that's the witness stand.
Hello.
Hello.
Bring the called witness to the stand or send them back to their seat. That's what it says.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
both.
I see. So the seat's hit right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you may question your witness.
I need a green light, sir.
Shadow Gamers Izzy TV, thank you very much for the follow. I've got no idea what's going on.
Nobody does.
I need a green
That's
light.
all right. Take a seat and be quiet. You're on, aren't you? Oh. What am I on?
I don't know. Drugs?
Most likely. Yes.
There you go.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a
The
witness.
accused
Witness
is
to
accused.
being yeah. Mm-hmm.
Being a clunge monkey.
Mhm.
And smelling plenty of cheese.
Mhm.
Did you smell this cheese?
He smells of a number of things, cheese included.
Aha! Corroboration.
Anything else?
Whose clunge was he monkeying with?
That I do not know.
I don't know what the briefing on the situation is, Shadow Gamers.
No more
I don't
questions.
know what the game is.
I'll give you a brief overview of what's currently going on, probably.
No more questions.
Alright.
Hello, co-worker. Is it true that salaries were cut at work? Stop it.
Only for a reason.
And do you know this reason?
Yes.
Your Honor, the prosecution is throwing things again. Thank you. What is this reason?
Well, you see, the defendant wasn't doing his job. He was too busy watching porn.
You're supposed to tell me these things before we get here.
So, they cut his salary, and now he has to work for free and doesn't have access to a computer.
Redirect.
You may redirect your questions to the
Can you
witness.
tell me these things before we get to court? Like, when I ask you questions,
There's the faint odor of
we're in a
cheese.
little room with the client privilege thing, yeah, that's when you tell me this shit, you fucking tool.
It's become more faint.
But it still persists.
Yes.
Cheese persists.
Objection, Your Honor. It moulds.
On what grounds?
The cheese moulds. It doesn't persist.
Do you have an expert witness that can testify?
I do indeed! I'd like to...
Okay.
It's not my turn. Can I have my turn?
I do indeed! I like this on my turn. Can I have my turn?
I'd like to call my witness, an amateur detective, to take the stand. If you could,
Take the what?
stand.
The stand.
You're an amateur detective now.
Take the
Oh.
stand.
Yeah, you're a different witness. That's the paddleboard in front of you.
Where would you like to take
So-
the stand?
I directed you to investigate the smell, the faint smell of cheese, and whether or not it stays faint, or persists, or potentially goes mouldy. Do you have any anything to tell us on this investigation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you share with the court, please?
Can I show?
Can you show?
Share.
I
Share
can
with the
tell.
court.
Do tell.
Well, you see,
no, we
somebody within his area of work has cheese.
I see.
But from what I've gathered, they don't have designated desks, so it could be him or anyone.
Is that it? No more questions? Just
No, that's it. That's it for now, Your Honor. If the prosecution has any questions.
Just one. The odor of cheese. Is it relevant to your proximity to the defendant?
How do you mean?
Well, if you're closer, does it smell stronger?
Well, it depends on where you're sitting.
So he farts cheese as well, I see.
He's presenting new evidence, Your Honour. He's cheating again.
I'm assuming
not
this is in
cheating.
relation. I'm assuming this is in relation to the witness. Please
Yes.
explain.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why, but it does. Cheese is a foodstuff. There is a smell, which is suspicious. There you go. I don't
Excellent.
fucking know.
Excellent.
Somebody breathing into their microphone.
What?
It might be Kimmy giggling.
Is that it?
I assume. Yeah. Next.
Okay.
Any more questions for the witness?
No.
No.
I don't know what the fuck this is about now.
Okay.
Uh,
Right. Any more evidence?
Evidence.
Ow.
Yes, we have a figurine.
And how does that relate to the case?
Well, the figurine is of a clunge monkey.
Can you describe the
Which
clunge monkey?
is a role model that the defendant is attempting to emulate whilst smelling of cheese, faintly. Yeah, that's all we've got.
Okay, would you like to refute that evidence in?
I would, Your Honour.
What the accusation is. As far as I can tell, there's an idol of a clunge monkey that exists has not been linked to the defendant. But sure, you carry on.
Has no one been keeping
We have
note?
a very disturbing email, potentially from a co-worker, potentially blackmailing my
Objection,
client.
Your Honour, witness tampering. Witness tampering.
I'll witness your tamper. What?
Overruled. I see no evidence of witness tampering.
I said witness tamponing.
Shush. Continue.
Yes, so he received a very disturbing email threatening my client here with cheese. And I'm going to share some other evidence, considering our prosecutor there has been cheating. We have a scary mask, which was also used to intimidate my client about cheese, smelling faintly of cheese. Your Honour. Arrest. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
He hasn't provided me with much of
prosecution,
an
your last piece of evidence, please. A love letter. This is unreadable because of tears. Please explain your evidence and what
I wish I could.
evidence is. With the witness. Stop giggling!
Oh, God.
In response to the disturbing email, his love of cheese which is rather smelly apparently, that was never delivered, was in the shape of the figurine of the clunge monkey. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
And yeah, it's guilty, and stuff.
Okay. A love letter. Well, it has an old stamp on it.
It was sent a while back.
Possibly even before any of these accusations, therefore making it completely irrelevant to this particular incident.
It shows premeditation.
Or it's not related in any way, shape, or form. Stop throwing things at me.
Where do you get the paper plane from?
You grab the paper, scroll it up. Ooh,
Oh, that went quite far.
Anything else to add?
No, that was it, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, prosecution, closing statements.
Prosecution closing statements.
Compile and summarize your evidence and the accusations against the defendant.
The evidence is self-evident.
Good
You
luck.
Surely His Honour can smell the cheese from where he sits, presiding over this mockery. The defence is now attempting to hide the smell of cheese with his own smell of cheese. See? And yes, I mean, look at his face. He's done something.
Okay, I'm bored. Final statements, defendant.
Well,
Of the defence.
so, due to salary cuts, he couldn't afford any cheese that the prosecutor accuses him of owning. Disturbing emails and scary masks show that he was intimidated by a co-worker, and the old stamp shows that the letter was completely irrelevant to this case. Therefore, you must deem him not guilty.
Lies, lies.
I'm ready to make my verdict. In this case, I am very disappointed in both lawyers. As neither of you stuck to that fucking point. The accusation was of being a clunge monkey that smelled faintly of cheese. And all I've heard from prosecution...
entire trial,
All I've heard from the prosecution is about cheese. Nothing about clunge monkeys. Evidence towards being a clunge monkey other than idol that no one proved the idol even belonged to the defendant. It was not even mentioned.
It was!
Therefore I have no choice. Stop giggling.
Made of
I have
cheese.
no choice but to declare not guilty.
Mistrial.
Yeah! Oh my god, he has so much cheese!